So you're about to take this test on sequence and series. So here's a study guide that we're going to go through and everything to make sure that you know how everything is going to flow and how you know how to do all the stuff that we talked about in this whole unit when it comes to sequence and series. So it's very important that you know how to do it and make sure that you can get this right, because we need you to pass the test. I want you to pass this test because you guys are all smart enough to pass this test. So let's start off with numbers 1 and 2, and then we'll move on from there. So numbers 1 and 2 say, we're going to first off, the directions are find the first 5 terms. That's it. We're not going to do anything extra. We're going to just find the first 5 terms. So let's take a look at number 1. Number 1. So we have an equals n minus 2. And that's not an exponent there. That's actually on the same line as the n. Alright, so we're going to find the first 5. So that means we need to find a1, a2, a3, a4, and a5. So we're going to find those. That's the ones we need to find. So here, again, for each one of these, n is in the spot here. So in that first one for a1, that means 1 is in n spot. So that means whenever we see an n over here, we need to put 1 in that spot. So let's do 1 minus 2 here. So n was 1, so we do 1 minus 2. And that gives us negative 1. Alright, then we do the next one. Now in this one, for the second one, n is equal to 2. So n is equal to 2. So that means whenever we see n over here, we put a 2 in that spot. And that gives us 0. Okay, it's not bad. We can flow through this. So hopefully you're seeing the pattern. So that means we put 3 n for n on this one. Then you put 4 for n for n. And then you put 5 in for n. And we work them out. Alright, and then that's our first 5. So we do negative 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Alright, number 2. Do the same thing we just did there. We were doing A1, A2, A3, A4, and A5. 3, 4, 5, sorry. So again, we're going to do that here. And if you don't have to do all of this work to find the answers, you don't have to write them all out. Really, if you can go ahead and start doing things in your head and try to find it for these problems, that's all you got to do. So again here, because n equals 1 in this spot, n equals 1, that means n is going to equal 1 here. And remember, we do order of operations, so we do the parentheses part first, what's inside, and then go ahead and multiply. So inside we get 4 minus 1, because 4 times 1 is 4. And then here that gives us 4 minus 1 is 3. So 2 times 3, and that gives us 6. Same thing works here. We put a 2 in that spot. And so here that's 2 times 8 minus 1, because 4 times 2 is 8. And then here we get 2 times 7, which is 14. Woo! Yay, 14. Right, so then we do the same thing. We keep going. 4 times 3 is 12. And 12 minus 1 is 11. We get 22. And then here, put 4 in. We get 16 minus 1. So that gives us 2 times 15, which is 30. And also here, if you start seeing a pattern forming, you don't have to do all this work to find the next one. If you can find a pattern, just go ahead and find the next number using that pattern. Patterns are great. That's what this whole thing's about, is figuring out the pattern. Not that you do extra work, but that you can figure out the pattern and just get it done. And so those are the 5. So that's it. That's all it is for 1 and 2. Not hard. Just simple, easy, bam, in your face.